Welcome back to another episode of Sailing It's the Truth. This week, after 5 months of exploring and sailing along the western United States and Canadian coastline, we sail back into Mexico, along with 130 other boats. Join us as we enjoy a magical sail down the Pacific Baja coast, up until the last morning before our arrival, where things, let's say, get a little spicy. We are Liz and Rui, sailing on a 1982 Cal 39. Join us each week as we let go of the mussets and believe that anything can happen and anything can be.
We're off. Mexico's the next stop.
Last stop in the U.S. Yep, we're out. We are leaving San Diego along with 130 other boats. The Baja Ha-Ha just left this morning. I don't know if they all leave exactly together, but there are definitely a lot of boats out there. But yeah, tomorrow the wind dies off more than it was supposed to. We were going to leave tomorrow and give them a head start, but the wind dies off even more tomorrow, so I guess we're heading out with them. Hopefully we'll catch up to them, but it might be a busy night of watching out for other boats. But yeah, our last stop in the U.S. after arriving up to Vancouver Island about 5 months ago, and exploring Canada and Alaska and coming down the whole coast of California. It's our last stop. We're finally heading back into Mexico, which I am stoked for. It's been nice being back in the US, but it's expensive here, so. Yeah, it was a nice stop here in San Diego. Saw some friends, did some shopping of our last minute American goodies, and it's time to head out. Excited?
I'm excited to get back to Mexico.
Get back to warmer weather too?
Yeah, I think the weather will be almost the same.
No, not down where we're going.
Well, when we get to our location, it'll definitely be different.
Yeah. Race out of the bay.
No race.
No race. Just 2 other boats. One behind us, one in front of us.
Yeah, but they've got full mains and everything. We're just with our jib, and we're keeping up with them, if not actually catching up to them.
I know. Well, when we set out, the wind was blowing like 20 knots, so we're like, okay, we know we're going downwind once we get out of here, so we're like, didn't feel like putting up the main. But we're still doing 7.5 knots just with the Genoa out. And yeah, there's a boat right in front of us. We might catch up to him. Might catch up to the boat in front of us, and we're definitely keeping pace with the boat behind us. Both of them have boat sails on, so speedy boat. But yeah, there's some good wind out here, so hopefully it'll carry on.
We had a great first day of sailing. Even as the sun set over the horizon, the winds were gently coming from behind to push us along our way south. The next day was beautiful again, and the boat was sailing herself wonderfully along the northern west coast of Baja, Mexico.
Sailing is wonderful. We have a steady 18 knots. And it's just, as you can see, perfect conditions. No auto helm needed. Just balance the boat and ride it through the wind. The problem is now we're pointing a lot higher than we need to be pointing.
Which is a good thing.
So we'll be letting her down a little bit so we can point where we need to go. But we'll take these gains while we have them, because you never know which way the wind's going to turn.
Yep, it's day 2, I think.
3.
Well, it's on to day 3. We left 2 days ago. And yeah, I think it's been about maybe 65% sailing, 35% motoring. Yeah, just kind of the winds come and go. They've been from behind us on our beam, and now they're in front of us. Well, they're probably turning around though. But yeah, it's been a nice sail. Flat seas. Should be there tomorrow morning. But yeah, we're doing like 6.5 right now under sail. Got a full water tank. We made water. And what else? I don't know. That's about it. Hasn't been a very exciting sail because it's just been very pleasant for the most part. It's been very easy. The seas haven't been big. The winds haven't been crazy. It's pleasant. The only time it's not been pleasant is when the wind dies, but yeah, just had some clear nights watching shooting stars and listening to dolphins swim by. But yeah, we should be there in Bahia, Tortuga tomorrow morning. And I'm pretty sure that all the other Baja Ha-Ha boats will be there. We are not a part of the rally, but it was a good place to stop, so we are going to join in with all of them. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Anyway, enjoying the rest of the day, letting the boat sail itself. Giving the auto helm a rest and just flying along. It's pretty nice. Well, it quickly turned into a race with the Baja Ha-Ha because the boats are now, we're catching up to the boats that left a few hours before us. Actually, they left like 4 hours. I think about 4 hours before us. And yeah, a boat is just up ahead of us about a mile, and there's another boat on our starboard side, a couple miles out. And yeah, we're just zooming along. Now we're just catching up with them. It's a race now, right? When there's two.
Always a race. 2 boats on the water, it's a race.
It's a race. So now we may actually beat Baja Ha-Ha. We got a better anchoring spot. We'll see. Anyway.
The glorious sailing wasn't to stick around, though. Early the next morning, this started.
How's it going, babe?
How's it going? This is nuts. For the last 3 hours, we've been into 30 plus knots of winds, topping out at 40 something.
42 is a high. And, hang on, I gotta, oh my god. Yeah. It's been, what's that? 6, I think? And it's been doing this since 2 a.m. Oh. And yeah, steady mid-30s. Right now, 38. The sun's coming up, so we can see at least now. We are almost at our anchorage. We passed a few sailboats a few hours ago. They all seem to
Put their sails down and be on water.
yeah, which I don't know. I think I'd rather have a sail up than this. Can you imagine? Yeah. It'd be pretty rocky if you didn't have a sail up, but they definitely
Everything would be thrown around inside the boat.
they definitely stopped, and they're pretty far behind us. There's a boat up in front of us, and we've been keeping pace with them since this started. So 2 of us are pushing through, but yeah, we had the main up because it's been gorgeous winds this whole trip, and then boom, these winds came up, so kind of got caught with our pants down, but we've sheeted out the main. The poor main is taking the good beating right now.
Up with the bang.
Yeah. What? Did you say?
Let the bang up so that we've taken the heel off the top.
Oh yeah.
Beaver.
But yeah, it's kind of exhausting. Both of us are on like a couple hours of sleep. I had just taken over from Dreamy at 2 a.m. when it started to pipe up a bit. He was just going to go down for another rest. But yeah, it is what it is. We're almost there. It's a banging ending to the gorgeous sail that we've had.
Yeah. At least we'll be halfway down Baja by the end of this sail.
Yeah, we'll be in Baja Sur. We are in Baja Sur now.
Yeah.
Anyway, carrying on. Hopefully in a few hours we'll be at the anchorage. It's gonna be real fun getting into the anchorage if the shit keeps up though, because we'll be going right into it.
Yeah.
We gotta turn at some point, and yeah, it's gonna be shit. So the forecast said it was gonna calm down, but it's gotten stronger. Hopefully once the sun comes up, hoping that's just what's causing these winds to get real strong. Forecast says it's going to chill out around 7. We'll see.
What a beautiful day for a sail.
Kind of a lot calmer now, right?
It's only 25.
We sheeted in the main so it's not slapping around.
Yeah, pulled out about 80% jib, allowing us to point nice and high into the wind. Because I don't know how we're gonna motor into this shit.
Yeah.
Probably just go out further and then tack in.
Yeah, idea.
We'll see. Unless the wind dies off, and then we can just motor in like flat water.
Yeah, definitely a lot nicer now. Seas aren't as big. Only a few more hours to go. There's a boat up here, Hove 2. Guess they're just waiting for it to calm down. I don't know. But yeah, better than an hour ago. so about 5.5 miles away from the anchorage, about just over 3 miles from turning into Turtle Bay. And it's gotten a lot nicer. It's blowing 25 knots, but the fetch has been reduced because we're much closer to land, so it's a lot smoother out here. Not bouncing around anymore. But yeah, there's still 2 boats kind of on our starboard side, and there's 2 boats way back behind us, and there's 1 boat up ahead, so lots of boats around. The boat up ahead still has his sails up. There's a catamaran over here who's going in the wind, I think. Is sure it's a catamaran?
Yeah,
There's a catamaran over here that had taken their sails down a while ago and motoring in.
well, they're going dead upwind.
Yeah, exactly. They're going dead upwind, and they're
Cats don't go upwind.
Cats don't go upwind, exactly. But much nicer now, right, babe?
Yeah, we're just killing it. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun now. It wasn't so much fun when it was 40 knots, but
Yeah, it's like the adrenaline kicked in. You know how that works.
exactly, pretty
Just,
much.
Boom! It's here. Like
It did come like that too.
I had gone to bed and to get some sleep, and I was down there for 5 minutes.
I was gonna say 10 minutes.
And then Liz called me up, and I was like, I left her and it was decent outside, and then she's like, it's 35. I wondered when I was in bed because I started to get seasick because of all the rocking. I was like, what the hell's going on out there?
Yeah. Well, the rocking came before the wind, because like it was like 10 knots of wind, and all of a sudden we're just like boom, 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 and I was like, what is going on? It's only 10 knots of wind. And all of a sudden it went up to 19. Then it went up to 25, and I was like, Rui!
Surprise!
And
by the time I came out, it was already in the 30s.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it built fast.
So
But here we are.
we're here, we're safe.
We're
and
safe.
It's even getting calmer now. Look, it's 20 knots now, 21 knots.
Yeah, it does that. It drops down to 21 and then shoots up to 35.
The wind. What are you gonna
This
do?
is cool. We're fine.
Yeah, it is dropped. It's
flat
18.
now.
Wow, I haven't seen 18 since 2 a.m. this morning.
Blocked by the mountains.
Yeah, we're coming up around the hills, so.
This is beautiful Baja. We're here.
Back in Mexico! Back in Mexico! Woohoo! It's been a long journey. We're still haven't made the full mini circumnavigation of the North Pacific. We'll do that when we get back to Cabo, but it's nice to be back in Mexico now. Don't look at me like that. I was videoing you. Okie dokie.
When you're ready.
Ready. Give me a second, let me catch up.
Just a little bit more. Okay, you're good, babe. No, I need it. Pass me the helmet. Backwards in your main. it!
Back in Mexico.
We're in Mexico. We didn't break anything on the boat. And we
Okay.
made it to the anchorage.
In 3 days, right? Has it been 3 days?
Yeah,
3 days. Yeah.
3 days.
Pretty good. Halfway down. And it's warm here. That's a nice thing. But yeah, 3 days from San Diego to Bahia Tortugas. And there's a whole lot of boats in here. Everybody heading south.
Until next time, cheers!
Welcome to your new backyard.
Easy does it. We made it.
How many boats are here?
There's supposed to be like 130 altogether, plus who knows how many are just boats that are here. So
Just like us.
yeah,
yeah.
there's got to be
This is the
at least
busiest.
130 boats here.
This
if
is the
not
busiest
more.
anchorage I've seen since the Caribbean.
It's pretty busy. But there's lots of room. You could easily fit 5 times that number of boats in here.
There's a lot of room.
There is definitely a lot of room. Now the water is not the best.
No.
It's brown, like brown.
Brown. So no swimming.
So I'm planning on going swimming. This is the cold Pacific.
No, I know. Yeah, it's not the prettiest of waters, but it's a nice little anchorage, protected, and it's all the same depth. You can fit a lot of boats in here for sure. And we got the desert. We're back in the desert. It's very pretty. But yeah, both exhausted. I can't decide whether I want to sleep or have a cup of coffee right now.